You're listening to the John and Heidi Show. Now, featuring the wit and wisdom of Dan Ferris.
Okay, dudes, let's walk this sucker.
On Sunny 93.3.
It's the John and Heidi Show bonus hour with Dan Ferris on a Thunder Road Thursday. Hey, Dan, how you doing?
Hey, it's also National Sloth Day.
Oh, nice.
I like a good sloth.
Who doesn't? They're kind
They're
of
just
sitting
so
around.
adorable.
They seem kind of mangy. I don't know if I'd like pick one up. Actually,
Oh, I would.
Well, they seem kind of grimy.
Probably don't take a shower. They're
seem
pretty
soiled.
lazy. Yeah.
They're soiled.
They're still super
Very slothy.
cute.
They are kind of cute. I always thought it'd be great, man, if there was like a superhero, Sloth Man. Well, everyone's been killed and everyone's been robbed, but thank God you're here now, Sloth Man.
You're about 4 days late.
Glad you got here after nap time. I see a children's book coming our way.
There you go.
What's going on?
There you go. Happy Sloth Day, whatever. Holy cow. Bela Lugosi, actor, interesting guy, born this day.
Yeah.
Bela Lugosi, he was a great Dracula.
Yep.
One of the first
Okay.
as far as film goes. Bela
Okay.
Lugosi's in a lot of horror flicks, including what many people feel is the worst film ever made, Plan 9 from Outer Space, an Ed Wood classic from 1957.
Yeah.
Turns out he was just interspersing old clips of weird stuff from Bela Lugosi. Bela Lugosi wasn't even really there on the set or anything.
So all of those
It
were
was
clips
just
from other
weird.
films?
Yeah, I guess.
Wow.
I've
Yeah,
never seen
and
it.
Bela Lugosi's part in Plan 9 from Outer Space is just he played the part of Ghoul Man.
Oh, wow.
Ghoul Man. You've never seen...
I have not.
Okay.
Have you?
Well, we're going to have to watch this.
Got to be fantastic.
I mean, if it's dubbed the worst movie ever made, you know I have to see it.
We got to see it.
Yeah, it's supposed to be absolutely terrible.
Because I beg to differ.
Well, I've seen
some pretty
Deary,
rough
so we're in Deary, all three of us.
Can you believe it's been 5 years since he passed? Tom Petty born this day.
Oh, yeah.
Has it been
5
5
years?
years already? It
Yeah.
seems like that just happened yesterday.
It
Well,
does.
It was yesterday, 5 years ago.
Does,
Wow.
man. Phenomenal rock and roller. Still, Damn the Torpedoes, still one of my favorite rock and roll albums of all
Yeah,
time.
it's great.
Pretty fantastic. And speaking of artists, and this young man was here not too long ago at the Premier Center, Calvin Broadus Jr. Snoop Dogg.
Oh, yeah.
Snoop Dogg.
He was here on 420 or 419.
Whatever that
It was like-
pot reference thing
But it was like the day
is.
before I think he was here. Or maybe it was 421.
You know, if you're not familiar with Snoop Dogg, behind the scenes, and he's really quiet about it, he actually does some pretty good things.
Oh, yeah, he really does.
With being a maniac, I mean, he pays full freight. He's got his own kids' youth football league
Yep.
that he takes care of, coaches everything else. I mean, and
He
from
does
what
a
I
lot of
understand,
really good stuff. Yep.
he's a pretty good guy, pretty good dad. I mean,
And
who
he
knows?
he and Martha Stewart have become really good friends, which I think is pretty funny.
It's kind of weird.
It is
I
really
think it's
weird.
really cool. I don't know why, but I think it's really cool.
Snoop is 51 today, and this was kind of tough. I mean, holy cow, he's been getting it done since 1992. Huge amount of hits. Most of them you actually can't say on. You just
Right.
You can't. But a little dramatic reading from the
Oh,
1992, his debut album entitled "The Chronic."
Oh.
Another pot reference.
Oh, is that what that is?
Little duet from Dr. Dre, who produced "The Chronic." No, it's not "Drop It Like It's Hot," which is on my ringtone. Not "Gin and Juice," also my ringtone. "Doggy Style," not on my ringtone. A little excerpt from a duet with Dr. Dre called "Nothing But a G-Thang."
Oh, yeah, okay.
Here we go. 1, 2, 3, and to the 4. Snoop Dogg and Dr. Dre is at the door. Ready to make an entrance, so back on up, because you know we're about to rip up. Give me the Nia mic first so I can bust like a bubble. Compton and Long Beach together, now you know you're in trouble. Ain't nothing but a G-Thang, baby.
Woo! Yeah. That was beautiful. Brings a tear to the eye, actually.
I'm weeping over here.
I'm overclamped.
That's good. Thank you, Dan.
From the Chronic.
My morning is complete now.
Okay, historically speaking, you ready for a little stuff here?
I'm ready.
Yes.
Let's see, number one, it was 1803, U.S. Senate ratifies the Louisiana Purchase. This was huge. Paid the French $15 million and pretty much doubled the size of the United States.
Wow.
Right? $15 million, that was for 838,000 square miles, or about $18 a square mile.
Crazy.
The French. Unbelievable. Included Iowa, Nebraska, North Dakota, most of South Dakota, except for
Sisseton.
where Sisseton is, which is still under French
Still
rule.
under French rule.
Yeah, we found that out a couple years ago.
You go to Sisseton, you better have a passport.
And a beret.
And a beret. That's all there is to it. That's a true story. Sad note, man, this was pretty tragic. 1977, plane chartered by the rock band Leonard Skinner runs out of fuel, crashes in the woods near Gillsburg, Mississippi. 6 people killed, including lead singer Ronnie Van Zant, guitarist Stevie Gaines, and his wife. I've always wondered about that. When I heard that news, and I would have been, I don't know, 19 years old, I suppose.
Okay.
It's like, ran out of gas.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But then you flash ahead, 20, 30 years, John Denver, same thing, ran out of gas.
Yeah, you'd think you'd make sure.
But it's not like they've been circling and can't land for hours on end. It was just one of those deals where you go, how does that happen?
Right,
Yeah, I know.
right.
But it does. And that was just a bummer. And this was just weird. 1975, the United States Supreme Court rules that teachers could, in fact, spank their students after a warning.
Yeah.
What's weird about that is it's been going on for years anyway. My junior high school, and I graduated in 74, so the 75 thing is no big deal. So it would have been, late 60s into the 70s. Every teacher and principal's administration had paddles.
Yeah.
They just beat the holy heck out of you. Well, not me, of course.
Well, I gotta say, I've seen a huge difference in the attitudes of students since that.
Yeah,
whole
but just the
thing stopped.
timeline on here is interesting, considering that it had been going on forever and ever and ever. But in 75, Supreme Court said, yeah, that's cool.
Yeah, you can do
but
that.
you got to give them a warning first, like firing a warning shot.
Yeah.
Weird.
That is no longer the case.
No, not anymore. No, I just
should be, but it's not.
See, I was in high school a long time ago, and I had a teacher that broke a yardstick over my head, so... Yeah.
I'd like to meet and thank that man.
He and I used to be friends on Facebook. He unfriended and blocked me.
Well, can't imagine.
He did?
He did, yes.
It's another Thunder Road Thursday coming up, $25 gift card to give away, and some stuff that I may or may not find interesting. So, I know, we all know, we just bounce forward.
Gonna do that. It's the John and Heidi Show bonus hour with Dan Ferris.
In good times and not so good times, it's a good idea to be responsible when it comes to spending. At BetterCreditCards.com, we're excited to see our friends like you get a better credit card to fit your needs. Some people like cards with the lowest possible interest rate. Others like cards with no annual fee. And some people like cards with points and perks to take advantage of all the extras available. Whatever you're looking for, we hope you find it at BetterCreditCards.com. Give yourself a little credit. BetterCreditCards.com.
Thank you for listening to Sunny 93.3. Excited to visit with Amanda about something that's really fun that's coming up next week. Holy cow, it's almost here. The Zombie Walk. Amanda, how you doing?
I'm doing great. Thank you. How are you?
I'm fantastic. How long has the Zombie Walk been going on in Sioux Falls? It's a few years now, isn't it?
Oh, goodness. Yes. It started with a group of friends in 2006.
And then since then, it's sprouted to a pretty big deal in downtown Sioux Falls.
Yeah, absolutely. It's a fun event for all ages. It's a fundraiser as well. So Zombie Walk is a nonprofit organization, and we're helping other nonprofits as well. Each year we choose someone different. And this year we're doing B Squad Dog Rescue.
Nice.
They're doing amazing things. Like I just saw on Facebook that, they're looking for extra help and some funds to rescue about 50 dogs, which is insane to think about.
Absolutely.
So we're really, really pleased to be able to help them in this aspect.
If somebody would like to get involved, do they need to register in advance, or they just show up at the Zombie Walk?
You can register in advance. We've had some pre-sales. But yes, registration for Zombie Walk is October 29th. You can do that from 12 to 3 p.m. with the parade starting at 3. It's $5 for a button to walk into the parade. And you can get your makeup done and have a little bit of a bloodbath is what we call it. Spray some blood, get your makeup done, be a zombie, and walk into the parade. The parade starts, we're actually going to be at Remedy Brewing this year, which is amazing. They're going to be hosting us, so feel free to come down for some snacks and drinks as well. And then we start the parade there, and we'll go west on 8th Street and going north on North Dakota Avenue. So it's going to be a nice long parade, and we're really excited to be having it this year. due to COVID, the last couple of years we weren't able to, but we're really excited to be able to do it this year.
I love that. I'm excited. And Remedy, those guys are really good folks, so I'm excited that you're able to tie in and do some stuff with those guys. And again, if somebody wants to just show up, they can show up. Do you appreciate it if they pre-register, or is that something that you guys try to get people to do, or does that not really matter?
Oh, no. Actually, this year was a first year that we tried to do pre-sale events, so it's not a mad rush. But by all means, it's more the merrier. We love having everybody come down. Like I said, it's a really good time frame between 12 and 3 p.m. to get registered, get makeup, and then, again, the parade starts at 3.
So the parade is at 3 o'clock on the 29th, and this is something that, again, has been going on for years and years and years, and I think it's a really cool thing, and a huge shout-out to the folks you're raising money for, B Squad. Let's talk a little bit about what they do as well.
I should have had B Squad on the radio with me, but B Squad is a dog rescue. They're doing amazing things. You can follow them on Facebook. It's just B Squad Dog Rescue. It's very simple to search. They're doing amazing things, helping dogs not only around our area, but out of state as well. Nice. So they're just doing amazing things. I was at the pre-sale event that we hosted at Glacier Lakes, and there was a couple dogs there. So they're beautiful and they're heartwarming. You just want to pick them up and squeeze them. And, just if you're not able to foster or, adopt, there always is a donation to help them out. So
that is very cool. Again, B Squad is a local group here. You can find them online. And if they would like to, are you guys looking for people to get involved and help with the zombie walk? Do you have enough volunteers, enough people?
Oh, no. The more the merrier, the more volunteers we have, the successful that it's going to be. And they can find us on Zombie Walk on Facebook as well. So Sioux Falls Zombie Walk is what you can search on Facebook. And then we also have our website, which is SiouxFallsZombieWalk.com.
Very nice. Amanda, thank you so much for taking the time to chat.
Yeah, thank you for having me.
Again, the Zombie Walk, it's coming up next weekend already. Saturday, the 29th of October. Remedy Brewing is where you're going to find it. I'll throw a link to all of the details, but the website, once again, SiouxFallsZombieWalk.com.
How much do you pay for your wireless phone? Some people spend hundreds of dollars every month for their family. That's crazy! Mint Mobile offers premium wireless for just $15 a month. Not 50, 15, 1-5. Yeah, $15 a month for premium wireless. It's time for a Mintervention from Mint Mobile. You can keep your same phone number. You may even be able to keep your same phone. Find out now at Mintervention.com. Learn more and sign up today at Mintervention.com. Premium wireless for just $15 a month at Mintervention.com. That's Mintervention.com.
And now stuff Dan finds interesting.
It is time for Stuff Dan Finds Interesting. Dan, what do you find interesting on this Thunder Road Thursday?
Oh, that's what I find
Thunder
interesting.
Road Thursday.
Thunder Road. So much going on there. If you haven't been there lately, you just haven't been there. I mean, that's
true.
all there is to
Amazing
it.
place.
It was pretty cool. It was a couple weeks ago. I dropped by to say hey and pick up some more gift cards to,
Thank you, Dan.
to give away. And it was, I don't know, maybe 11:30 in the morning.
Yeah.
And a dozen people, grown-ups,
Yeah.
and it was a company just doing
Yeah, I
a
love
team
that.
building thing.
That's
man.
so great.
I keep thinking we should do that, and then I get busy because Heidi, I don't know if you know this, Dan, but she's been making me work really hard lately.
Yeah, she's
on the
a
house.
taskmaster, though.
She really is. So I haven't had, and I start thinking about doing some fun stuff. She's like, hey, get back to work. So
Yeah, but if you think Thunder Road is just for the youngins, well, you're wrong.
it's for everybody.
Yep.
You're wrong.
I think we need an outing. We should do that.
And I just heard a rave review about their grill too, about the food.
Really? Let's go there for lunch today.
Yeah, I ran into somebody. They said, "Hey, those $25 gift cards." I'm like, "Yeah." He said, "Can I get one of those?" I said, "No."
That's not how it
Register,
works.
loser.
What do I look like, a soup kitchen to you?
Right, exactly.
He goes, "No, I was there a couple weeks ago. Their food's amazing."
Oh, wow.
So
Good
yeah,
to
rave
know.
reviews
You
there too.
want to hand me one of those gift cards there, Dan?
I do
I'm
not.
taking lunch.
But you know who's getting one?
Who's that?
Right now? Whitney Brown, that's who. Whitney.
Nice.
Whitney Brown, appreciate you listening and signing up for that. A $25 gift card to burn up as you see fit at Thunder Road.
You
So
can
what's
take us
going
there
on?
for lunch if you want.
Why not? John, if I'm not mistaken, you believe in ghosts.
I do, of course.
Heidi, I'm not sure.
I believe in ghosts. I don't really believe in Bigfoot and aliens, but I do believe in
Wait,
ghosts.
whoa, what was that all
There
about?
is a difference.
Yeah.
That's a whole different category, but why'd you have to throw that blanket statement out there?
Oh, because we've discussed in the past. I think that's why he thought I didn't believe in ghosts, because we've had the discussion about Bigfoot.
I believe in that.
Well, according to a big survey, every state in the union, which states have the most believers? Guess what? South
We're up
Dakota's
there.
right up there. South Dakota
Yeah.
ranks number 4.
Yeah, I don't
Yeah.
doubt that.
And it's people who claim ghost sightings per 100,000 people. South Dakota comes in at 47.4 ghost sightings per 100,000 people.
Nice.
Iowa ranks number 10 as far as the Midwest goes. That's
Okay.
that's about it. I was but a lad. My grandmother passed on my dad's side, and I was sleeping one night, and it could have been maybe a couple weeks afterwards, right? And I'm sleeping. I'm in my room, and I look up,
There
and
she is.
there's my grandma.
Yeah.
And she's just standing there, looking very serene and just
Yep.
watching. And I mean, I did not do a freak out, nothing, and I'm just a kid. But I brought it up to my dad. I said, yeah. And he just nonchalantly went, yeah. She drops by, check on us. And that was the entire conversation.
Yeah.
It was like no big thing.
That was
wow.
my experience as well. It was with my grandmother.
Yeah,
Interesting.
Yeah.
that's very cool.
Yeah.
No.
But I don't believe in chains and all that kind of crap. But I do believe,
There's ghosts
that
and
spirits.
ghouls. There's differences. What? What is John yucking it up about
I
over
don't
here?
have any
I just
idea.
love it. I don't believe in that.
Well, I don't.
Thank you, Heidi.
No, I think the spirits are there. The top 10 states, by the way, as far as ghost sightings, from 10 to number 1, you got Iowa, Kansas, West Virginia, Montana, Vermont, Wyoming, South Dakota at 4, Oklahoma at 3. North Dakota comes in at number 2, actually.
Okay.
And no surprise here, Maine. You know why Maine's number 1? Because Stephen King lives there.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
That's why.
It's probably why he lives there.
He makes people believe in stuff.
Yeah, but that's probably why he lives there.
With
He's
his
like,
witchery.
where can I go to live in the spookiest place ever?
Yeah, who knows? I love
Very
good
cool.
ghost stories, especially if they're true. But how do
Oh,
you
yeah.
know really?
Yeah, how do you know?
really? I mean, I'm convinced I saw, the spirit of my grandma. Who knows? I was just a kid.
You probably
But-
did. Yeah,
But it's kind of a cool story.
I love it. It's fantastic. Dan, thanks for coming in, man.
Thanks for having me. Appreciate it. What is this, Thursday? We're going to wrap
Thursday.
things up in style tomorrow. You guys have a great night. We'll catch you then.
Absolutely. And I want to remind people, coming up November 6th and 7th, we will be joining the folks from Century Theater, 6th on one side of town, 7th on the other side of town, for Planes, Trains, and Automobiles' 35th anniversary, which is just
So
awesome.
fun.
And they have a bunch of new scenes that you've never seen before. Even if you've seen the movie as many times as I have, I've never seen it before. We'll be there with the Planes, Trains, and Automobiles car that we built last year. A big thank you to Anderson's Collision Center. And I'm trying to think who else helped
Oh
with
my
that
gosh,
car.
the muffler.
Mr. Muffler.
Yeah, Mr. Muffler.
Tire Motive.
Motive.
Oh my gosh, so many
A
people.
lot of people that came together and helped us with that. And we're going to have that car at the theater, and we're going to have some fun. And you can register to win and join us. All the details
It's a
at
doozy. She's a real cream puff.
It is. We're going to push start that thing, and we'll get it. No, it actually runs pretty good. Again, we'll see you there. If you'd like to join us, register now at sunnyradio.com.
In good times and not so good times, it's a good idea to be responsible when it comes to spending. At bettercreditcards.com, we're excited to see our friends like you get a better credit card to fit your needs. Some people like cards with the lowest possible interest rate. Others like cards with no annual fee. And some people like cards with points and perks to take advantage of all the extras available. Whatever you're looking for, we hope you find it at bettercreditcards.com. Give yourself a little credit. bettercreditcards.com.
Here's your Market Beat Minute for Thursday, October 20th, 2022. The rebound in equities appears to be over as quickly as it began. The S&P 500 fell about 1% at the low of Wednesday's session, confirming resistance at the short-term 30-day EMA. The move may gain momentum Thursday and could be driven by earnings as well as economic data. On the earnings front, reports from AT&T, Tractor Supply Company, Philip Morris, and Genuine Parts Company will give a broad look at the earnings situation, which has been in a general decline. On the economic front, reports from the housing sector, the manufacturing sector, and the index of leading indicators will point to what the market should expect in the Q4 season when it rolls around. Next week could be trying for the market. The next big test will be a double shot in the form of peak earnings and the PCE price index. Peak earnings will bring over 100 S&P 500 earnings reports, including some of the FANG names. If they report better than expected or give good guidance, the market could regain traction and begin putting in a real bottom. The risk is in the PCE price index. If that comes in hot on Friday, the earnings may not matter. You can get the inside track at marketbeatminute.com.